Today we are going to study about types of adsorption. When we talk about adsorption of gas on solid, so among adsorption of gas on solids, adsorption is mainly of two types, that is physisorption and chemisorption. So today we will try to understand what is physisorption and what is chemisorption. Physisorption is also called as physical adsorption, and chemisorption is also called as chemical adsorption. So as I said that when gas is adsorbed on solids, it is observed that two types of adsorption are there, and this classification of adsorption into physisorption and chemisorption is based on the type of interactive forces which exist between the adsorbate and adsorbent. In physisorption, the force of attraction between the adsorbate and adsorbent are weak van der Waals forces. The force of attraction between the two components, that is adsorbate and adsorbent, they are weak van der Waals forces. Whereas in chemisorption, the forces holding the adsorbate molecules on the surface of adsorbent, they are strong chemical forces. They are strong chemical forces. So that is the main difference in terms of force of attraction between the two components in adsorption. Physisorption is not specific in nature. It is not specific. What do you mean when we say physisorption is not specific? When we say it is not specific, means any adsorbent on or any surface can adsorb more than one kind of adsorbate molecules. Like activated charcoal, which is used in gas masks, it does not adsorb only one kind of gas, but it adsorbs oxides of carbon, it adsorbs methane, it adsorbs oxides of sulfur. So, in this regard, it is not specific. The same adsorbent is adsorbing different gases, whereas chemisorption is specific. Chemisorption is specific. It means that one adsorbent can adsorb only one kind of particles or one kind of adsorbate. Another difference between physisorption and chemisorption, that physisorption is reversible in nature. It is reversible in nature. As you understood that force of attraction between the two components adsorbent and adsorbate here, they are weak van der Waals forces. Hence the particles which are accumulated on the surface of adsorbent, they can easily leave the surface of adsorbent. Hence physisorption is reversible. Here the particles of adsorbate are tightly held to the surface of adsorbent. Hence, chemisorption is irreversible. Chemisorption is irreversible. Another difference between physisorption and chemisorption, that the enthalpy change or heat change which takes place during physisorption is very small. So we can call it as enthalpy of adsorption. So enthalpy of adsorption is between 20 to 40 kilojoule per mole. So the amount of heat released is too small compared to the amount of heat released in chemisorption. So in chemisorption, enthalpy of adsorption, that is heat released during adsorption, is high and is between 80 to 240 kilojoule per mole. So it is too large compared to the heat change taking place in physisorption. Another difference between physisorption and chemisorption is that physisorption depends upon the nature of the gas. Physisorption, it depends upon the nature of the gas, that is rate of physisorption. Rate of physisorption depends upon the nature of the gas. As we are discussing these two types of adsorption in case of gas solid adsorption, so rate of physisorption depends upon the nature of the gas. Those gases which are easily liquefiable or which can be compressed easily, they are adsorbed more. Their rate of adsorption is more. Whereas those gases which cannot be liquefied easily, like all 18th group gases or inert gases which are not easily liquefiable, such gases, their rate of adsorption is very less. So because they are held by very weak van der Waal forces. So more is the interparticle force of attraction between the adsorbate molecules of the gas, more is their extent of adsorption. More is their extent of adsorption. Chemisorption also depends upon the nature of the gas. Chemisorption also depends upon the nature of the gas. How it depends upon the nature of the gas? Gases which react with adsorbent more readily, they get adsorbed more readily on the surface of adsorbent. So rate of or extent of chemisorption, also depends upon the nature of the gas. Nature of the gas, that is reactivity of the gas. More reactive is the gas, more will be its extent of adsorption on the surface of adsorbent.